If you do what I'm going to tell you in this video today, you will make that woman you desire addicted to you. I'm Isabella Grace, a relationship expert, and on this channel, you drink straight from the source because I teach you what makes us women feel mentally connected, mentally attracted to a man, and sexually involved with him. What you're going to do here will make that woman truly addicted to you. So you have to use this carefully because it will create a very strong connection between her and you. Normally, when a man talks to a woman, he often has it in his head that he needs to appear super confident, take control of the conversation, and lead. But this mindset makes him anxious. Instead of approaching the conversation calmly, just aiming to have a fun and enjoyable chat, he goes in with a results-oriented mindset. For example, many men think they need to approach a woman already trying to win her over or get her phone number. This makes them anxious and prevents them from having the right mindset in the moment. Because of this, they make a crucial mistake in the initial conversation. They talk too much and try to fill every silence. If she doesn't ask anything about him, he just keeps talking non-stop. The problem with this is that he ends up projecting the exact opposite image of what he wanted. He appears anxious and unbalanced instead of confident. So the first tip to make a woman addicted to having you around and talking to you is speak softly, calmly, and slowly while looking at her. The softer you speak, the deeper your voice will sound, which is much more attractive to a woman. So talk calmly, look into her eyes as if you have no fear of her. This tone of voice will naturally convey security, and that's the first step. Now, if you really want to make this woman addicted to you, the second thing you need to do is prioritize listening over talking. You should listen to her much more than you speak. The ideal ratio is about 70% listening and 30% speaking. This isn't just a random tip. There's scientific backing behind it. Listening is a function that increases a man's testosterone levels. So every time a man is sitting still, fully attentive to what is being said, his testosterone gradually increases. Meanwhile, when a woman speaks, her estrogen and oxytocin levels rise. Oxytocin is a hormone linked to pleasure. So when she talks and genuinely feels that you're listening, she will experience more pleasure in the conversation. But here's a very important point. You must truly listen, not just pretend. While she's talking, your mind might be racing, thinking, what should I say next when she finishes? Don't be afraid of silence. If there are small pauses, keep looking at her. Don't panic. Focus entirely on truly listening to what she's saying, because when you genuinely listen, you start building something incredibly powerful with her, what we call rapport. This happens when your conversation flows so deeply and meaningfully that you create an intense emotional connection. Because it will feel as if you deeply understand each other. While she talks and sees that you truly understand her, and you in turn genuinely listen, this only happens at a deep connection level. When you truly listen to this woman, something very important will happen later. She will realize that the things she mentioned casually, things she might not even remember, are things you paid attention to. For example, during your second time together, she might notice that you bring up something she previously mentioned. Let's say she told you a story about her teenage years. You could recall it like this. Tell that church story again, the one you mentioned about when you used to go as a teenager. Or if she mentioned her favorite dish, you could say, your favorite food is fish, right? You love fish. When you remember these small details she shared with you, she will see you as someone who is truly and deeply connected to her. Pretending to pay attention won't work. You have to genuinely listen. Of course, this doesn't mean you should only listen. You also need to talk. You should give your opinions, discuss what she said, and share some of your own stories. But always make sure to listen much more than you speak. This will make conversations incredibly enjoyable for her, and she will feel truly connected to you. And if you missed something she said, you can use a simple strategy. Wait a second. Can you go back to what you just said? I want to understand it better. By doing this, she will repeat what she said, and you will get a second chance to listen carefully. More importantly, she will think, wow, he asked me to repeat it because he really wants to understand me. At this point, she will start becoming addicted to spending time with you because being around you will feel incredibly pleasurable for her. If you enjoyed this video and found value in it, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you can stay updated with high quality content that will add value to your life.